Hi, I'm here with Dean Mathisen, a gentleman that I've had the pleasure to serve with the last 3.5 years, going on 4.
Yes, sir.
He's had over 20 years of federal service,
That's right.
over 3 years in the Army, and then 17 years roughly doing congressional support, a lot of it with Lee Terry, some with Joni Ernst from
Yep.
Iowa, and
Yep.
now with us. We're very grateful. But we know you served in the Army, and we have 9/11 coming up, the anniversary, 19 years of that. And we wanted to just hear your perspective. What happened? What was your story when it comes to 9/11, and how did it affect you?
Well, in 9/11, when that hit, I was just starting a new job, second day on the new job, and it was dispatching emergency air ambulances. And when the first tower hit, training stopped. There was just 2 of us in training. And we're standing there, and when the second tower was struck, he and I looked at each other. He was from Offutt, I was in the reserves, and we just looked at our instructors and said, our employers, and said, we gotta go to work. And we both went back to our respective spots. He was active duty out at Offutt, and I was with the training unit here in Omaha. So went home, put on a uniform, rushed to the reserve center, and as that was going on, other people were responding to the reserve center without even being recalled. And so we set up perimeter security and tried to figure out what was going on and waiting
Right.
for orders from above as to what they wanted to happen.
Did you end up deploying?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Because it's obviously we've been there for 19 years and still there with a small contingent, but it's obviously had an impact for over 19 years
It did.
with our service there. So that second impact, that's when you knew we were at war.
Oh yeah, we knew this isn't normal. This isn't an accident. Something's going on, and we needed to get out of civilian clothes and into military uniforms to stand ready.
Do you happen to, by chance, remember the speech from President Bush that night?
I do. It was moving, very
Yeah.
moving.
I know I was extraordinarily angry. I was ready to go and fight myself, right? What was your overall impressions that day of 9/11? I mean,
This is going to sound really funny. I already, excuse me, I already had orders to leave the military, and so I'm a Cold War veteran. So my active duty time was in Germany, guarding the borders, waiting for the Cold War to start. And so I got out and went to the first Gulf War as a reservist, and here it was, my nation's at war again, and I'm on the way out. And so I felt great disappointment that I wasn't going to have the uniform and be able to deploy in this event. It turned about differently. I firmly believe it was meant to be that way because that was September 2001. August 2002, I started working for Congressman Terry.
right.
So I've always felt my duty to serve at that point in time wasn't on the front lines, but was to be back here helping the families and dealing with the aftermath back here.
And one of the things a lot of people don't know, you've had to go to a lot of funerals, supporting families with the congressman, and you do lots of events honoring our veterans, honoring Gold Star families, and so we appreciate that.
I wasn't going to say that, but yes, there was a lot of that in those early days.
Right,
So yeah, that's what I mean about I had a different calling to serve.
right.
That instead of being in uniform, it was to be back here.
Well, we sure appreciate your 20 years plus service,
Thank you.
and thank you for being part of our team.
Thank you very much.